Hey, what's going on? So in this video, I'm going to be pulling the curtains back on my personal services and AI integrations that I do for me and my clients and show you guys exactly how it works, how we're able to book sales calls completely on autopilot so that the only manual tasks that you actually have to do in order to get sales calls booked is run ads and post organic content, and then bada bing bada boom, the AI appointment setter will actually push through the entire rest of the sales fulfillment process, so all you have to do is hop on your sales calls. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I often look down on human appointment setters, and it's really just because these AI sales agents are really starting to take off. What I mean by that is that they're actually able to mask themselves of being a human in the DMs. It no longer seems super obvious of being an automation. You're able to build rapport with the leads. They're autonomous. They can think on a dime. You can't throw the AI off anymore because it has a conscience of its own. So it's really just about pushing it towards the objective each time, as you'll see in the examples that I show you. And then I even go through a live demo at the end. But again, guys, before we get started, what I really want to note, especially if you're a business owner, AI is the way to cut costs in 2025. If you are worried about your profit margins or you just want an efficient way to actually book sales calls, you don't have to worry about dropping a bag on a sales team to manage setters for you, or you don't want to manage and hire the setters yourself. It's such a hassle, I know, especially if you're hiring from a third world country. They're just going to turn over in a couple months. They're not really good at getting results. AI is the most systemized way to get leads. And the reason it's so systemized is because you have all the live data right there. Anyways, I'm done yapping, guys. Let's get into the video. All right, let's get to it. So what you're looking at now is a generalization of how the actual AI appointment setter works in the DMs. So there's two primary means of getting traffic onto the AI, and that's through inbound ads, of course, and then organic traffic. Now, theoretically, you could set up the AI to talk with literally anyone that comes to the door, but from what I found, it gets really messy. You'll have people trying to pitch you stuff if your mom is DMing you, all these random factors. So I typically like to set these AIs up off of a trigger specifically, some sort of keyword, whether that be in the DMs or comments or even on a story reply. We're able to funnel that over to the AI. Now, from then on, it's literally up to the AI to ask probing questions and appointments at the lead, just like a normal appointment setter would. It is quite literally the same thing, except the benefit of the AI is that it's cheaper, it's faster, it's more reliable, and there's live data taking place. And what I mean by live data, it means like down to the second it takes place, the CRM is updated with all the information. And this is something an appointment setter cannot do, because if you imagine, an appointment setter will send out 50 DMs and then they got to spend the next 30 minutes dropping links into some fucking Excel spreadsheet in order to get all the information to you. And there's obviously just a disconnect there. And then again, obviously the AI is capable of doing hundreds of conversations simultaneously, so it speaks for itself. An AI will always beat out a human appointment setter at scale. So typically for my clients, I like to incentivize some sort of lead magnet or landing page in order for the user to actually go out and comment or DM. It's just a way to push them through the door. It's definitely important to be strategic with whatever lead magnet you're offering. The last thing you want to do is devalue yourself or your services by giving away too much free shit, or really just packaging it the wrong way so you seem like a commodity. There's no real value to you. Or you also will get a lot of freeloaders if you offer something too sweet and they just take whatever you're offering, and then they'll leave you, and then you end up wasting a lot of money on ad spend. But yeah, literally, so the whole idea is we have the AI know your exact appointment setting script, and then it's just going to go in a loop and continue to ask those pain probing questions, ask any qualification questions that they may need to make sure that it's a valid candidate to get on a sales call with you. And then anytime the lead stops responding, it's a loop in which the AI follows up. And assuming that they don't respond to that follow up, the AI will follow up again. It'll follow up again. Everything that the AI does from a conversational standpoint is something that we teach it, but it is still autonomous. Meaning we give it a general structure. Hey, say this, do these type of follow-up sequences. Ooh, don't be too mean there. You need to be very professional here, right? And then from then on, it's up to the AI to be, its own sales agent. So if there's ever cases where a lead goes off the rails or maybe doesn't fully align with the appointment setting script we had in place, the AI knows how to handle those questions and get things back onto the primary objective at hand of booking that sales call. And then another reason I bring up doing a lead magnet is because this is just an easy cop-out way for us to collect their information, in which we can then literally plug in an AI email or AI SMS bot. But if you don't want to get that intensive with things, then you can just use it to send some more free value to try to push them over to the sales call. So now that you understand the general structure of how the AI works, I want to show you guys some applicable examples of what I've been able to do for my clients, funneling the AI onto it. And then I'm going to finish up by showing you guys a live demonstration on the DMs itself. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is from one of my clients that has a fitness coaching offer. He spent over $1,300 on ads, in which we were able to generate him over 600 leads. Now, all 600 leads were conversing with the AI. He closed his first sale off of $348 spent That's an 8x return on ad spend because he had a $2,800 offer. So obviously you can see how much of a numbers game this can be. So these are some screenshot examples showing how we were able to formulate the conversation flow. As you can see, after it goes through the different pain points, it'll drop the link. These are three separate use case conversations that are taking place. But as you can imagine, literally anything you can think of as far as how you want the AI to sound, what tactics it needs to use, the different qualification questions, it's all moldable. Like the sky is the limit with AI, and that's why it's going to take over the industry. Every new client I'm working with, we're just undercutting the previous appointment setter that they worked with, and we're giving them this system at a fraction of the cost of what it would take a human setter just to do a shitty job, right? So might as well have AI do it and do it efficiently and correctly each time. Now, see in this example, this client only spent a little over 600 bucks and he got 200 leads generated. He actually had a $40 cost per booked call on this particular campaign. And then look, even at the beginning of the campaign, we were already optimizing $2.99 on average per message started. We were doing engagement campaigns for this, but lead campaigns also work great in which we have the AI text them through SMS. But yeah, here's just another example of some conversation flows that are taking place, right? And here's just another example I wanted to note. This is for a client that has a financial literacy offer. What I want to note here, so he's a stock trader, right? What I want to note here is that we literally had the AI sending P&L statements to show that he walks the walk and he actually is like a credible investor and that you should join his masterclass. We specifically had 32 leads convert off of 200 USD worth of ad spend onto his paid masterclass using this AI funnel to actually convince people, handle any questions they may have. This is another one of my clients pushing out his Calendly link. Like the opportunity is endless when it comes to these builds. That's really just the point I'm trying to make. And that's why it's been so effective in the marketing system because now all we have to do is launch ads, focus on content. The middle of funnel, as far as setting the appointments, is now done. So all the user has to do, all the business owner has to do is bottom of the funnel, actually join the sales call. So, a big thing I've been harping with my clients when I'm talking to new people, I'm like, hey, I will literally run your top of funnel, middle of funnel, get your leads and book them onto sales calls. All you have to do is hop on sales calls. Here's an AI. This is for a couple brick and mortar businesses. As you can see, the AI is texting over SMS and attempting to appointment set them that way as well. So it's really awesome. The opportunities are endless. And here's even a use case that I've used for my own business. So as you can see, we got DM Blueprint, and then anyone that actually went through and DM'd me the trigger word, we sent them over a lead magnet. We got their information, and then the AI attempts to book them onto a sales call. And then over on the actual lead magnet itself, this is just some additional value for you. But after you get them over to the page, then you can do info capture if you want, and then going back to that email list, SMS list that you can slowly accrue for additional marketing efforts. So hopefully you're starting to get an idea of how robust an AI appointment setter truly can be, especially if you're trying to cut costs or you're like me and you're just fucking sick of managing human appointment setters from third world countries. They don't do a good enough job. They don't pick up on, proper linguistic impressions when it comes to, how people are saying things in your own country. They don't understand slang. So AI can pick up on all that, and it's just been a very reliable way for me and my clients to actually get consistent sales appointments. All right, so now we're over on my account. So just to pull the curtains back, prove I'm not full of shit, I actually use this AI appointment setter on my own account too to book my sales calls. So I'm going to be showing you guys the workflow I have custom built set out, and then everything gets collected back into Go High Level. And no, I am not using the shitty Go High Level AI bot that they have, and I'm not using ManyChat bullshit either. This is a custom built AI that I set up. It took me months to build, and every time I've had a new client, we've been able to refine things and make it perfect. And it's honestly got us the new product that we have today. All right, so I'm going to DM it the trigger word AI, and this will start the opt-in. This is linked to one of my ad campaigns that leads actually come through and then get appointment select onto my calendar as I kind of go through some pain probing questions, see what they need help with from a marketing standpoint. And as you can see, the AI just hopped in. Hey, what's up? Just want to make sure I send over the right information. You're looking to book more sales calls, correct? YES. I don't know if you guys can see this. Send. And then the AI will come through again and respond with the lead magnet. All right, bam. So the AI sent that lead magnet, and then in a separate text bubble, it's asking that first leading question. And then this is really where we begin to chop it up with the lead and actually try to explain why our services are beneficial and how we can actually help out. So I'm responding with, yeah, I'm looking to book more sales calls for my marketing agency. And from there, it's literally just going to follow our appointment setting framework that we have set up. And then I'll show an example of when I kind of throw it off and how it manages to tie things back into the objective. All right, so just something super general, like honestly, beginner that doesn't really know what he's doing, manually texting leads, only using organic content. And also, just to show, hopefully, you guys can see, but I'm literally not even, watch, there's just going to be a generated text bubble, and that was the AI. Pretty neat, right? Okay, so it makes sense. We automate follow-ups, track leads. So essentially at this point, I'm just trying to sweeten the deal to get them to actually be like, "Oh, snap, I should hop on a call with this guy." All right, just responded. I meant to say 10K a month, but $10 a month. It's been such a struggle. Another thing to note also, so typically when I'm building these out for clients, I like to mask that it's an automation. I don't want people to know it's an automation. So for the sake of this, I set it up on zero timing. So, as soon as a user texts, the AI will pop in and respond. But I usually will set it up on like a minute or two delay. So it seems like someone actually sat there and took the time to type it out. Because, of course, if they think they're talking to a human, it's going to be a little bit better for rapport from a sales perspective. And then on top of that, the benefit of holding those delays too is I've actually set my AIs up to where they're capable of handling double, triple, quadruple texts. And that's the biggest flaw I see with people that don't really know how to build sales agents that well. Anytime, let's say there's 3 blocks of text, the AI will respond. They'll bombard the lead 3 blocks of text. And so the thing is, the AI will process that first question, then process one response, process second question, second response. So if you can imagine, there can be such a disconnect, especially if the first question and the third question are directly related, but the AI is not seeing the connection there because it's responding and seeing each at face value. How I've set mine up, if there is a delay involved, you can just hit it with tons of questions, and then the AI will collect all the information in one go and actually respond with one coherent reply, which is huge for the automated appointment setting game. And is honestly why a lot of people that use ManyChat will never see as much success doing something like this. All right, so let's play a bit of hardball. Let's say, nah, what are your services? And what's the cost? Because as you know, you're never supposed to say the cost in the DMs. That's a big no-no. It'll turn leads off. So of course the AI knows that too. So this is just an example to show how the AI is going to handle basic questions like that. All right. So as you can see, we got that response. It's handling objections. It's still trying to push the call. Another thing to note about this call booking, I personally like mine to be pretty aggressive, just because I get a lot of leads to the door and I just don't like wasting my time. So it's like, hey, do you want to book a call or not? But for some of my B2C clients that you need to be a little nicer to the leads. Of course, it's not as aggressive. In fact, we usually have a longer appointment setting flow before we actually propose the call, as you saw in some of those screenshot examples that I've done. But yeah, it's this straightforward. And then, of course, you can continue to ask it questions. Here I'm asking it, I have more questions. And then I'm going to try to throw it off. I'm going to ask it, what are you doing later tonight? And then it's going to be like, whoa, 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 let's get back to this. All right, so I'm literally just asking it some bullshit question. I want to play video games just to show you that inappropriate conversations the AI is not going to mess with. See, it's kind of playful. It says, "Haha, appreciate that. Let's keep it on the objective." You know what I mean? Oh, look, and it even caught the discrepancy that I knew to say 10K a month. See, little things like that. That's something an automation, like a hard coded automation, cannot pick up on. And watch, let's accuse it of being an AI. So again, I always mask my AI so it gives the illusion of being a human. So of course, if they're given a question like, "Hey, is this an AI?" If they're being accused, they'll be like, "What? Nah, 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 nah." I am. So as you can see, it's deflecting the question, and then it's going to continue to tie it back to the objective. Again, with some of my clients that have B2C businesses and it's harder to get leads on the calls, usually we have to be a little nicer and kind of play it more strategic. But honestly, for a lot of the people that are coming from my ads, they know the results I can get. And then I have an attractive offer. I guarantee 5 to 10 high ticket clients the next 90 days or you don't pay. So, at that point, I'm really just like, look, let's hop on a call. And so the AI does a great job at that. It really is dependent on your use case. But again, the benefit of having a conversational AI to run your DMs is that the sky's the limit. You yourself get to choose how you want it to present itself to leads. And, every time I have a new client come through the door, we always make sure to tie it exactly to what they're looking for. And we go through and stress test it to make sure that the conversations are consistently hitting that end objective of actually booking the sales call. All right, so we're back on the Miro board. I just want to leave you guys with some more theory just to show how straightforward and simple it truly is, because a lot of people tend to overcomplicate it. So, what we're doing here with this AI automated system, we're turning a cold prospect into a new lead through ads. And then using our AI appointment setter, we're booking them onto sales calls. Also, you only have to just hop on those sales calls and actually close the paying client, right? So here's kind of showing, coming from ads, actually generating the leads and then booking the appointments all for you. So all you have to do is actually close these sales calls. I highly recommend you guys follow an appointment setting flow like this as far as, the workflow of getting the lead and actually pushing them to that objective. So, in this case, we have running meta ads, of course. And then we have the AI appointment setter that will be triggered, in which case you can text them on Instagram or SMS or even Facebook or WhatsApp. Like the sky's the limit here, guys. And then I've seen the most success converting clients off of like the second or third follow up. A lot of people, especially if they think it may be an automation off the bat, they won't respond at first, especially because ManyChat is so common nowadays. People just assume that first message is an automated pre-written message. So you're able to get past that by doing follow-ups in which they're like, oh, snap, he's actually responding a bunch. Maybe I should respond. In which case the AI will respond like that, boom, and now conversation's been sparked. So pretty consistent workflow I've seen. If you're selling a high ticket service, you'll have the appointment setter either come out immediately or wait 10 minutes, then come out. If you want to mask the illusion of it being an automation, but you're still kind of striking the iron while it's hot, as far as, it's only been 10 minutes since they've inputted the information of the ad, or they've sent that trigger word for the ad. And then, you can just follow up from there. We'll do like a 1-2 hour follow up, and then a next day follow up, and then a few days later follow up, just to make sure we're maximizing the leads. And then going back to this screenshot of a client example of their ad account, as you can imagine, this being a numbers game, having over 600 leads, conversing with the AI in this way, and only spending $1,300. Like, you just need to get a few of these people onto sales calls, and assuming you have a good close rate, it's as easy as that as far as getting a return on ad spend. That's why I'm preaching systemizing things so much. And I hate that I had become the guy that shits on human appointment setting, but when you have a system like this that fully systemizes things hands free, so all you have to do is running ads and hopping on sales calls. That's now the 2 manual tasks that you have on your plate, and everything else in between is automated. So you literally launch the campaign, Meta will put this in front of people's faces, the people will inquire, the AI will book them in, and then you just hop on a sales call. But yeah, guys, I hope you found some value in this, and you should definitely be trying to integrate an AI appointment setter to run your sales fulfillment process at top of funnel. So all you're doing is hopping on sales calls. Look, unless you want to hire some agency and pay top dollar for them to manage human appointment setters for you, this way it's an in-house system. You have full ownership to the system. You're not having to pay someone month over month to do this shit for you because it's yours. And it's as simple as having an AI sales agent that can track the KPIs in the back end, so you're getting live data so you can see your shortcomings, where you need to optimize as far as conversation flow. This has been the most systemized and straightforward way that I have seen and I have been able to use for my clients to actually drive booked appointments. And on that note, if you're curious to see a more in-depth look into how I've been able to integrate this AI automation tool to fully offload my sales fulfillment process, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. And you can also book a call with me, and I can show you how me and my team can integrate an AI sales system like this into your messaging platforms. I'm talking Instagram, Facebook, SMS, email, WhatsApp, the whole 9 yards, so that all you have to do is launch ads, post organic content, and hop on sales calls. And on that note, keep winning, y'all.